are doing? We are surrendering to Srila Prabhupada and his instructions, because instructions are nothing but the same instructions which Krishna gave us. He is explaining those instructions to us. And that is actually called Diksha. Di means Divya Gyan, transcendental knowledge, spiritual knowledge, Shay, by which all those activities are finished which are taking us away from the surrender of the Supreme Lord. Taking away from, is not allowing us to surrender. So spiritual knowledge makes you surrender to the Supreme Lord, by which you become independent and you become happy. Come into your natural situation. Instead of satisfying his own personal material desires, he has to satisfy the senses of the Lord. What should we do? Satisfy the senses of the Lord. It is the work of the servant to satisfy the master. So automatically when the master is satisfied, the servant will also get satisfied, because he will get his required necessities fulfilled. Very normal. I am not talking of the nonsense masters. When I talk of master, that's why there is only one master, and that is Krishna. Why? Because he is complete, so he will never exploit you. He will never exploit you. He will do everything only for whose benefit? Our benefit, because he does not need anything for himself. There is only one person, that is God. No one else. So we should not, when we try to satisfy our senses, our mind becomes stronger than us. The mind starts dictating terms to us. When we surrender to the Lord, what happens? The mind becomes subdued. And then we don't follow the dictates of the mind. We follow the dictates of the Supreme Lord. Then the mind, what will happen after some time? The mind understands. And then we tell the mind, hey, do this. Hey, do this. Then we don't run as the mind tells us. The mind tells us, hey, let's have one drink. Then what do you say? No. Nonsense. You want to become stronger? Try to understand. You want to become stronger. Because when you do nonsense activities, what becomes strong? Mind. And when we do activities of what the Lord has stated to us, who becomes strong? We. We means soul. Today the soul is not working. I am so totally in the hands. जो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में कहते हैं गिरफ्त में है. Totally under the control of the mind. Totally under the control of the mind. Totally. We are actually, the mind has put us under journal anesthesia. We are unconscious. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Jeev jago. Oh, you sleeping soul, wake up. Why are you sleeping in the lap of illusion? This whole knowledge is for that. How to get woken up. What is sleep? When we disconnect ourselves from the Lord. That is the illusion, sleeping position. And when we get connected to the Lord, we are in the wakeful condition. One has to understand this. The Lord wants this and He demands it. Lord wants this and demands it. Why? Because it is for the benefit of the soul. When the son is moving in the wrong direction, what does the father do? He wants it and he demands it, right or wrong? Why? For the benefit of the child, right or wrong? Is it for the benefit of the Lord? No. Lord is not dependent on us. We are dependent on the Lord. In every condition we are dependent. We may be liberated or we may be under the clutches of illusion. Both cases we are what? Dependent. So when we have to be dependent, better be dependent to a good master or a bad master. Material energy is not good master. You don't want to be surrendered to a jailer. Do you want to be surrendered to a jailer? No. You better be surrendered to the police commissioner. Because you don't have to be inside the jail if you're surrendered to him, because that means you're following the laws of the country. You're free. But in both the cases you have to be dependent. Right or wrong? So better be dependent. So that's what Prabhupada says, that Lord wants this and He demands it. One has to understand the central point of Bhagavad Gita. This is the central point of Bhagavad Gita. See, try to understand, there is a focus, right? You can say the center, the focal point around which everything moves, right? So what is the focal point of Bhagavad Gita? That Krishna is saying wants this and demands that what we do? We stop gratifying our senses. And instead of that, start satisfying the Lord. Simple example, in the diseased state, what happens? What does the doctor say? Don't try to gratify your senses. Satisfy yourself. Try to satisfy me by following my instruction. Right? A person who's got diabetes, he wants to eat sweets, and the doctor says you should not eat sweets. Now, if the person wants to satisfy himself by taking sweets, he'll become more diseased. And if a person surrenders to the doctor and follows his instruction, what will happen? He'll come to a healthy state. So the center point of Bhagavad Gita is this only, that surrender to Krishna. Satisfy Krishna. Today all of us have, since time immemorial, we are trying to satisfy ourselves. We are trying to satisfy ourselves. The common word in both these things is satisfaction. Common is satisfaction. So just change the satisfaction. Satisfy the, come to that healthy stage. Then you see. Our Krishna conscious movement is teaching the whole world this central point, and because we are not polluting the theme of Bhagavad Gita as it is, anyone seriously interested in deriving benefit by studying the Bhagavad Gita must take help from the Krishna conscious movement for practical understanding of Bhagavad Gita under the direct guidance of the Lord. Very clear. Why Prabhupada preached, why this Krishna conscious movement is there, is to bring the central point of the Bhagavad Gita. People talk all nonsense. Bhagavad Gita says, keep doing your work without getting attached to the fruit. No. These are just... Gita says, your work and your fruit should both be offered to Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yad karosi yad asrasi, yadosi dadvasi yad tapasasi kauntya tad kurshva madarpa. That means whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever tapasya, austerity you perform, whatever sacrifice you do, offer it to me. It is for me. And what do we do? Some little parts. Oh, that also some people give. Mostly don't give a little part also, because the part is so less. Person earning 50,000 rupees goes and puts 5 rupees in the gullak, and that also torn. I think that is not part also. Is it part? Not part. He says everything. That is what Krishna actually Gita says. That is a central focal point. Because today we are not realizing this, that we are in the jail. So the basic goal of a person who's inside the jail is to get out of the jail or improve his position inside the jail. Tell me. All his activities should be to get out of the jail. We are presently in the jail. So all our activity should be for getting out of the jail, not be in the jail. Yes, in the jail if the position improves, okay, but I don't waste my time just for that. My basic aim is to get out of the jail, right? But if I keep my good conduct inside the jail, I'll get a good position inside the jail also, but I'm still inside the jail. So my good conduct is why? So that my sentence is shortened, right? My sentence is reduced and I can be released from jail. That is the goal. But when you're inside the jail, you'll have to do the activities of what the jailer tells you. Actually, the jailer is not telling you anything. It is the government which tells you to do things. So that is what Prabhupada said, that this is what the Krishna consciousness movement. And because we are not polluting the theme of Bhagavad Gita as it is, anyone seriously interested in deriving benefit by studying the Bhagavad Gita must take help from the Krishna consciousness movement for practical understanding of Bhagavad Gita. You have to take practical experience seriously, because you don't have to leave anything. In the jail, you don't have to stop eating, then only you'll get out of the jail. Not necessary? No. But you don't have to. You eat as much is required. You don't eat more, you don't eat less. And you don't become a thief, steal. You don't steal, right? Don't steal. In the material world, when we are there, we are not following God. Actually, we are stealing. What are we doing? We are stealing. If it is stated in the jail, if the jail book states that you can only, when you eat anything, you take anything, first you will have to show it to the jailer. If you don't do it, then what are you? A thief. So Krishna says, if you don't, everything belongs to me. So what is our cause of being in the jail? Disobeying the laws of government. In the same way, we are inside this jail because of disobeying the laws of God. Follow the laws of God. Keep doing what you are doing because you'll have to maintain this body. Right? Those instructions are given. But the goal is not the body, but to get out of this jail. The first jail is this body. These are the clothes of this jail. Na? You have clothes of the jail and numbers. So different species are the numbers. You've got different clothes. The soul is going through different prison dresses. What do you do when you get out of the jail? First thing, what do you do? You take out the jail, clothes of the jail, right? First thing. Hai na? You don't go out in the same clothes. Oh, come back to your original clothes which you had come in when you had those clothes. Those are given to you back. Right or wrong? These are your clothes. And you say, oh. In the same way, when you're getting out of this material jail, you get the same body. Which is covered by this. So this is taken off. Any questions you can ask?
Sometimes we say that happiness comes with it. Somebody says that happiness is just a state of mind.
Yeah, it is within only, na? It is state of mind, absolutely right. But what state of mind? See, it is a state of mind, but what state of mind? There are two ways to look at it. That first thing is this, that it is a state of mind. Like your question is that people say that happiness is from within and it is a state of mind. I agree, it is a state of mind. Now, would it not be the best if you can keep your mind in that state where nothing external can disturb you and you be every time happy? State is there. But now the question comes, then how can you be in that state of mind in which you are every time happy and